Hey friends, hey fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Samantha Marie, also known as SM Ryan the Writer. I'm a freelance editor for indie authors as well as a soon-to-be self-published author. Happy Preptober! So if you're new to the writing community, Preptober is just the month of October in which all writers kind of sit down and settle in for preparing ourselves to write 50,000 words for NaNoWriMo, which takes place next month. And NaNoWriMo is just National Novel Writing Month. And collectively, we will be trying to write 50,000 words towards our novels during the course of November. So Preptober is all about preparing and setting ourselves up to be able to successfully do that. So with that said, I wanted to take some time to just sit down, do a little bit of a catch-up chat since I didn't do any filming last month, and share my Preptober goals with you all. So first, for the month of September, September went really well in terms of work and editing clients. And then it also went surprisingly well in terms of my personal projects. So going into September, I was juggling 3 different works in progress. I was juggling Biting Reviews, Guarded Hearts, and First Blood. I'm still going to be working on Guarded Hearts and First Blood in the background, but during the months of September, I really had a chance to reconnect with Biting Reviews when I was reading through the dump file, my initial start of the 0 draft, and the character profiles and outlines that I had put together. I also took time to read through my journaling that I did of Biting Reviews. And it really helped me reconnect with the project and the heart of the project and what I really wanted the story to be. And so September was fun in terms of being able to reconnect with Biting Reviews. And I'll share my mock-up cover here with you. This is just a working title for the sake of conversation. It is not at all going to be the final title for the book. And this is not at all going to be the final cover. However, it's here for the vibes. It's here for a little bit of inspiration. So yeah, I took the month to reconnect with Biting Reviews, and I'm really glad that I did, because I realized that where I ran into another sort of writing block with the project is that I just got far away from the heart of the story. I started to stray a little bit, or rather kind of lost touch a little bit with what I was aiming for in all of the brainstorming. So over the course of September, I took some time to reconnect with what I want from the story, or rather what really inspired the story and the characters. And I've been chipping away at the plot and trying to just lay out a really clear plot and, develop my primary and secondary characters really, really well. So that's been going well. And because of that, I've actually set a deadline for the draft of Biting Reviews, which is December 22nd. So with that said, all my goals for Preptober are geared towards setting myself up to successfully finish this draft and then continue that same momentum and the same habits as we move into revising it, publishing, all of those things, starting new stories, continuing with the process. So my first goal for Preptober is to reconnect and kind of reestablish my writing routine and my writing rituals. I feel like I've fell off of that a little bit, and it's easier for me to sit down and start writing when I'm connecting with my rituals and my writing routines. And so part of that is going to look like doing a 5 a.m. writing challenge, but not in the way that it's usually done. My goal is mostly to use a 5 a.m. writing challenge to get me back into the habit of waking up early and prioritizing writing first thing in the day. And so far, so good. I actually did that successfully. At the time I'm filming this, it's October 3rd. So far I've successfully made it to my desk 2 days in a row. Well, 3 days in a row. However, I only recorded one day because I forgot to set up my camera the night before both times to film. But it's been going well. I've been starting my day with just reading through Biting Reviews, the outline or the dump file, or sitting down to journal or do my morning pages, but dedicating it to my project instead in the novel writing journal. And that's been helping me reconnect with kind of how I feel about the project, what excites me about it. And it's helped me work through also imposter syndrome and the resistance that comes up for me when it comes to sitting down to start working on the project. So we've been working through all of that. It's been going really well. And I'm really looking forward to just using this challenge to again, get me back into the habit of waking up early and prioritizing my writing projects first before diving into actual work. And it's been going well so far. So yeah, and I'll be keeping track of how the writing challenge, the 5 a.m. writing challenge, is going for me through my weekly vlogs. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. I want to keep it up through the end of the year to help me take off more of my goals for 2023 as we enter into Q4. So I'm looking forward to that. So my second goal for Preptober is just to focus in really hard on biting reviews in terms of developing the character profiles, the emotional arc of the story, nailing down some more plot details that I feel like the story is missing something and I don't really know what that something is yet. And so I'm really looking to figure out whatever that is that feels like it's missing throughout the course of this month so that I can dive into drafting first day of NaNoWriMo. Ideally, I would get 50,000 words done on biting reviews in November, but I think my goal for November is actually going to be closer to like 30 or 35,000 because I'm also going to be ghostwriting a novella. So depending on what that novella looks like and, you know, how things flesh out with my client is how I will be adjusting my personal writing goal just a little bit. Just so that things are realistic and I'm not burning myself out between drafting two novels at the same time and working on whatever client work that's going to be on my desk at the same time. So I think I'm going to have that tentatively 30 to 35,000 words is going to be my goal for November, and then finishing whatever's left of that before December 22nd or before 2024 hits. I'm determined to have a finished zero draft. So yeah, this month is going to be all about hammering out the details and taking care of that emotional arc and finding whatever it is I feel like is missing from the heart of the story. And hopefully I can actually start drafting a little bit early. Fingers crossed. Probably won't happen with my schedule this month, but I'm hoping for it. I really, really am. Because like I said, the 5 a.m. writing challenge that I'm doing is literally all about creating more time in prioritizing biting reviews. But I also want to be realistic with myself in terms of the goals that I'm setting so that I'm not setting myself up to fail. I think it's better to have a goal that feels or sounds really easy and hit it with no problem right out the park and keep upping that goal than to set a really high goal and try to just take off running. It is a marathon, not a sprint. So that was a reminder for me, but also for you if you needed it. So also, I feel like these goals will be really easy for me to hit this month because we have a lighter workload in terms of editing clients. I only have one copy editing client this month, the ghostwriting client that I'm working on, and then I am otherwise focusing on the back end of my business and just lining myself up and realigning with my goals, my priorities, and taking off more things through Q4 as I prepare for 2024 as well. Let me know how you all are doing. Let me know what your plans are for Preptober. If you plan on participating in NaNoWriMo, I would love to know what you're working on. I would love to know how September went for you. The last thing I'm doing for Preptober is participating in the Blackoweenathon hosted by Loc'd Booktician. By participate, I just mean that I am stacking my TBR so that I can fulfill all of the prompts for the Saint Treme graveyard section of the map. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I highly recommend going to go check out her video. I will have it linked down below. And I've just been building my TBR. Looking forward to all the spooky reads this month and really reconnecting with biting reviews. I'm trying to remember if I had any other Preptober goals. However, it's been a hot minute since I've sat down to do any kind of vlogging or any kind of recording, so I feel very rusty. Though I guess my other goals for the month would be to return to vlogging and get back being consistent here on YouTube as we move through Q4. Also, catching up on my reading goals for the year. I think I'm still 6 books behind my overall goal for the year, which isn't bad. This month I'm going to be switching from primarily audiobooks to some more ebooks, and I think that's going to help me get a lot more reading done. And I'm also going to be taking the time to get back to creating content in general. I'm trying to reconnect with my content on Instagram. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm having a hard time getting back into Instagram, not because I don't want to, but because I feel like I don't know how the algorithm works anymore, and I don't feel like I'm actually reaching my target audience. So we'll see. So yeah, that's it for my Preptober goals. Let me know what your goals are down below. Let me know what you're working on this month, what your goals are for NaNoWriMo. I would love to hear about what you're working on. Thank you if you made it to the end of this video. I feel very rusty when it comes to recording. I feel like I've just rambled a whole lot, and this video probably came out really choppy, but it feels good to be recording. It feels good to be back. And I'm very much looking forward to how Q4 is going to go for me in terms of writing, realigning with my goals overall for the year, and updating everything on my business back end so I can upgrade my client experience. So let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you're working towards. I would love to hear about it. And yeah, happy Preptober. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in the next video very, very soon.